guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally going to sit here and talk to you about how I do my budget. So if you're interested in seeing that, then let's keep watching and I'm going to show you how I budget. I have been doing this way of budgeting since I was in college. Sorry, I need coffee. It's gloomy out here in New Jersey and sometimes you just need an extra cup of joe. And in college, I had bills because when I was back in college, I went into like crazy credit card debt. I was like a shopaholic and I only worked a little bit. So I had to make like $300 a week last. Not even a week. I think I made like $300 every 2 weeks. I needed to make that last. So this has been working for me for years. This is how I do it. In my Erin Condren life planner, if you guys want one and if you're interested in having $10 off, I will have a link down below. Right now they're kind of in like a hiatus mode because they're waiting for the new ones to come out in June, but you will want a new one. I cannot wait. But there's $10, I will leave a link down below for $10 off. But in this planner, I have a running list of my bills in the back because it's there every single month. It's a perfect place to keep it. Even if you just want to like write it out and keep it in the folder. If you guys want to know more about the Erin Condren life planner, I will also leave a link. I will link down below like the inside of it, how it looks and all those things so you guys can get an understanding because I'm not doing that all in this video. I just wanted to show you it because this is how I keep my life together. So in the back of this, I keep a running list of all my bills in chronological order. I keep everything there so I know what the bill is, when it's due, and how much it is. So when I'm sitting down and budgeting, I keep my budget in this notebook and the running list of my stuff in this planner. So I sit down, I'm gonna do a mock-up of how I budget so that you guys can visually see instead of just hearing me chat. I'm just doing a little bit of chatting and then I'm gonna get into like, I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I have the running list of my bills and I have my piece of paper that I'm writing it out. I do it weekly. I have a little section that says bills and I write down every bill that's due that week, total it up so I know how much money I need that week. And then I write down how much my paycheck will be that week. I get paid weekly. And I subtract it and then I know exactly how much I have for food, gas, and to save. And I keep a strict budget for my food so that I don't go over that certain amount and so that if I can save any little bit, I can. I'm not the best saver in the world at all, by any means. I can save at Christmas time for Black Friday. For some reason, I could save my butt off for that. I saved for Disney. I had a good chunk of money saved for that. And I'm doing a pretty good job of saving for my friend's wedding. I still owe a chunk of money for that within the next couple of weeks. So for some reason, if I have something I need money for, I could save it for. But this works for me because if I subtract the amount of bills I have from my money, and then I subtract food, gas, those are the 2 weekly things that like are every week minus the bills. Like I know how much I have left over that I could either save for something or if I need to buy something. So I'm gonna show you guys an example of that in a little bit. But this works for me. I know some people like that envelope method. I can't do that because I don't like having cash. Like I like seeing it in my bank account. Having cash scares me, like using my debit card. But if that works for you, that works for you. I mean, I take cash out for like my food budget. Like I'll take out that much money so that I have that amount of cash with me to spend because then I can't go over. And that just works for me. Like I said, I've been doing it this way for years. I don't know any other way to keep budget. I like to see all the numbers. I like to see everything. If you're the kind of person like me that needs to see everything, then this might work well for you. Like I said, it's just something that I've been doing for years, and if it works for you, it works for you. If not, it doesn't. But I like to see how other people keep track of their life and their stuff. So hopefully this helps you guys get an idea of how to like keep budget. But I'm going to jump right in and show you guys a mock-up list because you don't need to see how much bills I have and all the money I make or how much little money I don't make, and show you guys everything written out because I like to see things written out too. So I'm going to jump right in and show you guys that now. All right, so this is a mock-up of how I keep track of all my bills. I wish this was as little amount of bills that I have every month. This is not the case. But let's say like I know that I have a phone bill every month, I have a student loan every month, I have a couple credit cards, I have Netflix, I have Weight Watchers, I have gym, I pay my health insurance, I have a car payment, and I know that like maybe you have cable. This is just a quick, rough draft of how much bills you might have, and I just wanted to have a various amount of due dates so that you can see how I go through the calendar and I just write down the bills that I have each week. I like to do it weekly just because that works well for me. You could also do this monthly if that works well for you. But this is a mock-up of the amount of bills that you could have in 1 month. So then I always keep that to my side and I have my budget here. The first thing I do is write the week that it is, let's say it's the week of, I get paid on Friday, so I always start off the week from that Friday. So I'm going to say the week of this week, the 29th, April 29th. So then I will write here, paycheck. At the end, I will zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see like details, because this, you might not be able to see that this week that well. All right, so this says paycheck, and I'm going to say, let's say I make $450 a week. So then I have the amount of money I know I make, and then over here, I have bills. Now, since this is the end of the month, I'm going to jump right into, on my monthly bills, I'm going to look at what I owe in the beginning of the month. So this week, I will need to cover my phone bill, my student loan, and my credit card. So I will write that here. I will write phone. Sorry, my handwriting is like kind of sloppy. And I'm using a princess pen. Like I said in my last video, I got this at Disney and I'm obsessed. So my phone bill, let's say it's $75. I'll write that there. My student loan. If you're like me, you have a ton of student loans. I have more than one, which is annoying. I'm just gonna write student L because this is very sloppily done. I'm really sorry. I just want to make sure I get this done for you guys. So then I have student loan, we're in for $150, and then let's say I'm going to pay my credit card. Okay, so then I will add that all up, and that comes out to $275. In total are my bills. So then I circle that so I know. And then I come over here and I subtract $275 from $450, and I have $175 left over to play with, which to me, that would be plenty of money to pay for gas and pay for food and pay for whatever I need. So let's say that you budget yourself $80 for food that week. This is just a mock, like let's say you're just living alone, because I wish that I only spent this much money on food. But let's say you give yourself a budget of $80 for food that week. You have $95 left for yourself. So let's say you need gas, minus $20 for gas. Right now gas is pretty cheap. And then you have $75 left. So then in this case, I would say I'm going to put $50 in my savings and be done. I know that this is kind of like crazy, and this works for me. And this might not work out for like a week. Like I might be a little bit nervous that I only have $25 to play with after putting $50 away. But I know that I can only take $80 out and spend it on food that week. Does this make sense to anybody? I just really love seeing the numbers like this. I like seeing it side by side, my bills every month, how much I have for the week, and I just like seeing it out like this. It just gives me peace of mind knowing that I only have $25 to play with this week after I spent $80 on food and $20 for gas and put $50 in savings. My goal after I pay for my friend's wedding is to save a lot of money, so I will be budgeting more like this, like putting as much away in savings as I can. Now, you could, if you get paid every 2 weeks, you could do this for also every 2 weeks. You would just chunk the week so that you know every single bill that you have for 2 weeks and that you could write it down in here. Because when I was in college, that's how it was. I got paid every 2 weeks. So I'm just going to do a little close up here so you guys can see it a little bit better, where I write the week of, paycheck. Now you can color coordinate this if you want to make it go better. Like in mine, it is like I have everything color coordinated. I didn't have the time to sit here and do that for you guys now, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of how I budget. I'm sorry if this is crazy and it really makes no sense to anybody but myself, but you guys asked to see how I budget, and this is how I budget. There's no method behind it. It's just writing it all out so that I could see how much money I have for food, gas, and savings. And so that I know that if, like, let's say 1 week I miss a day of work and I don't use a vacation day, I like to know that I have a little bit less money that week, so that I would have a little bit less money for food that week. So then I could look at the week before. I know that I need to buy more food that week. I'll do this for a whole month in advance. I have in my book right now up until the end of May already budgeted out for me. So I know how much I'll be saving, how much I can spend, and that all my bills are accounted for. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if it wasn't like what you were expecting, because obviously I budget like a crazy person. There's no like, it's organized to me, but it might not be organized to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If not, please tell me if you have any other thoughts about budgeting. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.